Welcome back, YouTube. So today we're going to look at a pattern here that I believe is forming on the short side of Dogecoin that can kind of give us like some insight going into the weekend and what we can expect, because I know for the majority of the week we've been seeing a lot of green across like the market, and it's been, if you're like trading options and stuff like that, it's been a really great week. I just posted a screenshot even from one of my option plays earlier today, in the community section. So going into like the weekend and getting an idea of kind of like how we've been trending sideways for the most part for this week. And I do believe that we're going to have kind of like this calm matter until we get like some concrete evidence of an actual reversal. And I think that it was strategically done by the Fed to kind of not give us a clear trajectory and to leave the door open to say that, oh, well, we're not in a recession, GDP, and then you have the news of this is going to be a paper recession, and them laying out the blueprint to retract off of the basis points for the rest of the year. It leaves that taste of optimism in the market that all is well, even though that may not be the case. But as of right now, we know that emotions control the short term. So there is technically the backing of the Fed, to speak, that everything is going to be well by the end of the year. So this is going to give the market more free range to have a bit of a more of an optimistic approach. So when it comes down to keeping assets under control, like they wish to do with coins like Dogecoin, you're going to see some aggressive shorting action here just to kind of mellow out the spikes, because we see that Bitcoin is like over 23,000. Even though it's not close to reversal or trend reversal just yet, it still leaves the opportunity here for there to be mass inflow into these coins. And of course, after you start breaking trends and hitting trend reversals and stuff like that, it can lead to a rush and you can start seeing these really big spikes. As I covered a couple days ago, Dogecoin is actually about 2 million coins away from, well, $2 million away from an all-time high for this year, 2022, in shorts. This speaks of volumes because this lets you know that the amount of pressure that they're putting on the coin to kind of maintain it here in the 6 cent range. And I also broke down the fact that this is similar buying pressure that we saw at around 30 cents, 25 cents, 15 cents, and stuff like that. And we're seeing that pressure here at 6 cents. So just kind of keep that in mind going forward. I'm still very optimistic as far as for how this is going to play out, just with the evidence I'm seeing here in the coins. But I do believe that in the short term here, we're having evidence possibly of a head and shoulder pattern forming, right? So if we look here, I need another day or so to kind of see if this is going to play out, because this could be the shoulder, or this could be the ending of the shoulder here, and we could have a very big spike up to form the head and then have that lateral approach down. But this could very well be, I believe this is going to mirror this previous spike and, well, pretty much head and shoulder pattern over here. So over the next, I'll say 24, 48 hours, we're going to get confirmation on this. But if we do not get a big spike up here and we get one down, then we're going to probably see shorts kind of trend back downward to around the $3 million range or this $2 million range. But with the sentiment of the market and the way that, especially with the way that Bitcoin is holding up at around 23, I do believe that this is probably more than likely going to be the shoulder, and we're going to see a big spike up, possibly breaking this previous high here for the year. And this is where we'll get our new high for the year, and we'll get this big head pattern, and then we'll start seeing another shoulder, like a breakdown here, another spike up, and then we'll have that descend. If this, in fact, turns out to be a mirror of the previous chart. So with that being said, hang on, we may see a slight dip, because remember, they're going to have to make a really big adjustment here to get Dogecoin out of the 6 cent. But I do believe that we are potentially forming a head over the next 24 to 48 hours. Best case scenario, this is in fact, this big green candle up that we have is in fact the head. And then we're going to break down here and have a more narrow pattern, and then just repeat like the shoulder, and then descend down to around the 200-day MA. But we're going to need another 24 or 48 hours to kind of see if this plays out. But again, with the way that the market is looking, with the amount of green that I'm seeing, I'm more optimistic that we're going to see a bigger spike up and set that new record. But all in all, this is still a great opportunity here to build your portfolio, to average down if your DCA is anything above 6. There has been an ample amount of time here to, and I do believe this is a prime buying range. I've been saying this since earlier this year when I believe that we're going to retract down to around the 6 cent mark. I believe this is a great opportunity here to position yourself for the next run and the next leg up. So with that being said, the best thing that you can do for your coin is, of course, remove it from the exchanges. If you have not seen my video yesterday, check out the one I made on Robinhood. Remove your coins from the exchanges and have complete control over them. Use something like a ledger. I have a link for them in the description section, and this will greatly help the overall movement of the coin so that it's not being lent out to be shorted and creating extra streams of income for these exchanges. And if you're looking for extra money to play in the markets, buy your favorite stocks while they're down, but at the same time, you don't want them lent out for payment for order flow, just tracking your information to bet against you and stuff like that. I have a link for Moomoo as well in the description, and you can get up to 10 free stocks, $2,500 each, up to $25,000 if you deposit just simply $1 or more, and that also is in the description. I hope this video finds you well. That's my update for today. I appreciate all of you. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you in the next one.